हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मेरे नए वीडियोस देखते रहने के लिए मेरे वीडियो के नीचे दिए गए ये साइन सब्सक्राइब को अवश्य क्लिक करें। इसके बाद ये बेल के साइन को क्लिक करें। यहाँ इसको बॉक्स को क्लिक करने के बाद सेव करें ताकि आप नोटिफिकेशन मिलता रहे आपको मेरे नए वीडियोस देखने के लिए। थैंक यू।
I'm really very less confidence in talking all those things, and especially in writing. Yeah, I don't know, sir. Really, I know that it's a big gap. I'm sure that it is really my mistake. I didn't continue, but that was not at all possible for me to continue because I changed my house, and like shifting and a lot of problems. A lot of things happen these days. That's the reason I couldn't prioritize this. But still I was thinking like I can do this, but I don't know, I lost.
No, as far as your speaking is concerned, I think you are speaking nicely. I don't find any problem there. And you may have, very little problem in writing, and you can, come over your writing problems. Just you need to write a lot. That I've told you many times actually. That means
yes, sir. Actually, my manager asked me. There was some problem happened with one client last week, right? So actually, the client's not supposed to keep any mobile with them during the hospital admission. So nobody noticed that. There was mobile with the client. So she was asking a report from the staff, those who worked for the last 10 days. The client admitted before 10 days. So on that day itself, whoever attended the night shift, so she wanted something like what happened, why nobody notified, what was the situation happened. So now the client is not ready to hand over the phone to the administration because that was almost 10 days with him. You know what I mean? So it's like a mistake. So they're just investigating from us, each one of us, like what happened in my time, during my time on those days. Yeah, so I have to write an email regarding that explanation. How was the situation? Did I find anything with the client, or why I didn't notify that time? All those things. I have to justify that I am right. Yeah. Yeah, so I made something like, because I know that it's really wrong what I have written up, but I need some corrections from you from that statement. Yeah. Can I read that, sir? Because
sure.
What happened is, as soon as I reached there for the night shift, the client was in the kitchen. He was very anxious and irritable, so he was preparing his dinner. So I didn't involve much. I didn't engage with him much because he was really irritable in different ways. Then after his dinner, I gave his medications and everything. He asked for some tablets to sleep. Then he watched for TV for some time, maybe 10-15 minutes, then went to sleep. So there was no time frame to check his mobile, or I haven't seen any time the client used that mobile those time. Yeah, and also he watched TV for some time after dinner and he went to sleep until morning. So he was really absolutely fine during those days, but I haven't seen any mobile usage during that time. So this I wanted to send an email to my manager that nothing happened in my time and I haven't seen that. Yeah.
It's okay, no problem.
So I don't know, sir, how to represent that. So I have to say like this. That means during my night shift. Can I start like that, or?
Yes, just you complete the sentence. If I find anything wrong, I'll point you out.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like during my night shift, so I can say like that, hi, thanks for notifying this concern. I can write like that.
Thanks for notifying.
That means they found some mistake, no? So it is good to know that, something like that. Thanks for notifying this issue.
It's okay.
So it helps us to be more alert.
More sincere or like that.
It helps me to be more alert.
Sincere, or you can say like that.
Sincere?
Yes, you can write.
It helps me to be more sincere
during my duties.
During my duties, yes. And thanks for notifying this issue. It helps me to be more sincere during my duties. Okay. So during my night shift, I have to say that during my, or maybe I can write like
as far as that, you can say like as far as that issue is concerned.
As far as
that issue
is concerned. Concerns or concern?
Concern.
Concern, comma.
Concern. Yes, comma.
Yeah, as far as that issue is concerned.
Then you can start writing that during my
night shift. During my night shift, I found this client in.
Or you can say like that, means I found nothing unusual.
I found nothing unusual.
Or then you can mention that I started my duty at this time.
Yeah. During my night shift, I found nothing unusual. And also I can say like that during my how to start something. The patient was said it will take long time.
Means that you have already written means that as far as that issue is concerned, comma, I found nothing unusual, and I would like to mention it here in detail.
I found nothing unusual. Okay, I would like to mention it. I would like to mention it here in detail.
Yes, and then you can start like
in detail, sir. In details or in detail?
In detail, yeah.
Detail, not as. Okay. Okay. So I found during my night shifts. During my 2 days night shift, so 2 days night shifts, I found this client in the kitchen. And he was preparing his dinner. The kitchen, and he was preparing his dinner along with other clients. But I noticed that he was a bit irritable and anxious with multiple triggers. I left him a space, that means, and he had a very minimal engagement with the staff. Very minimal engagement with the staff. That means I left him with his own space. That means I didn't interfere much because of those reasons.
Okay.
What to write, sir? I left him.
You mean to say means you didn't disturb him, right?
Yeah, I didn't disturb him that time.
Yeah. So you can say like me, I didn't approach him that time.
I left His face, or what do we write, sir? Usually we use the name. Okay.
Means or you can say just means
so he had very minimal engagement with the staff. That's enough anyway.
Yeah.
Then so those days he slept. Those days after receiving regular plus sleeping tablets. Those days, that means he slept more earlier than usual timing.
Means you notice that.
Yeah. So he slept those days. No, he slept before 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Those days after received regular plus sleeping tablets. After received his regular plus sleeping tablets.
Okay.
Then I haven't seen.
No, I haven't seen. You cannot say like having seen. No, I don't use.
I hadn't.
No.
I didn't see.
No. What do you want to say?
That means because of that, I didn't see any mobile usage with those clients.
Okay.
With that client.
So, what sentence did you make?
So, the patient slept off before 9 o'clock, and I didn't see any mobile usage.
Okay.
With the client.
Okay.
Those days.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yes.
I didn't see any mobile usage with the client. With the client?
Oh, by the client.
By the client, okay. By the client on those days. Days, yeah. I hope this explanation will be clear and understandable. Yeah.
You can say that explanation is clear enough to understand the situation like that. If you want
I hope, do you want to write? I hope this explanation is clear enough
to understand
the situation.
Yeah.
To understand the situation. Yes. So I'll be more mindful next time towards this issue.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
I'll be more mindful next time. Towards this issue is correct, sir? Or
with the situation, you can say.
I'll be more mindful next time.
With the situation.
With this situation.
With such situations like that.
With such situation. Situations or situation?
Situations, you can say.
Situations, okay. I'll be more mindful next time with such situations, okay. Yeah. Can you read, sir, now what we have?
Yeah, you can read, no problem.
Yeah, hi, thanks for notifying this issue. It helps me to be more sincere during my duties as far as that issue is concerned. That issue was concerned or that issue is concerned?
That issue is concerned actually, because
that issue is concerned.
No problem. There is no need to write it in past because we are talking about it.
Yeah. As far as this that issue is concerned, I found nothing unusual. I would like to mention it here in details. During my 2 days night shift, I find the client in the kitchen and he was preparing his dinner.
I found.
I found, yeah.
Yeah.
I found the client in the kitchen, and he was preparing his dinner along with other clients. I noticed that he was a bit irritable and anxious with the multiple triggers. He had a very minimal engagement with the staff. He very minimally engaged with the staff. That also correct. Yeah. Yeah. He slept before 9 p.m. those days after receiving his regular and sleeping tablets. I didn't see any mobile usage by the client on those days. I hope this explanation is clear enough to understand the situation. I'll be more mindful next time with such situation. Oh, so many times we are writing situations here.
Yeah.
I'll be more mindful next time with such
Situations.
occasions.
Yeah. Operations.
Such occasions.
Situations. Yeah.
Such occasions.
Occasions.
Such occasions.
Occasions is not the
Yeah.
right appropriate word here.
I will be more mindful next time with such.
Situations is the right and appropriate word.
Okay.
Because situation means it is created, but occasions, you actually make the occasion to celebrate something. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So situation is appropriate word.
Such situations. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that is the thing, sir. I am going to send an email tomorrow to her about this matter. So, sir, saying like this day by day, something will be there.
Yeah, you are improving and you will improve. Don't worry for that. Just actually, it is a matter of practice. The more you write, the better you can write. You understand.
Yeah.
You develop a sense of writing. That means each and everything. You know the words, how to use them. You know them. You know the uses of the sentences, grammar properly. Just you need to practice, to use appropriate words.
Yeah, appropriate use according to the situation.
Yeah. So that you will learn by, practice.
Yeah.
You know everything. Even whatever I am telling you that you use that sentence, that word, you know everything. But it doesn't come to you, it doesn't come to your mind because, because of lack of writing. Once you start writing a lot, you will create your own sentences. And you will have that sense to understand whether that sentence is appropriate to write or whether the different sentence is appropriate to write it here.
Yeah.
So like this. So that sense you will develop by the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay. So, okay. I just give you here something like...
so this is the main situations that I am facing here every day, I would like to practice more on this type of scenarios or something to speak more, to interact more, to write more. I am really concerned about speaking and writing and to hand over, Yeah, this is the primary thing.
Okay.
What to do. Yeah.
Okay. So just you create a situation, a new situation, and let's talk about that. That's because I don't know much about the situations which are created there at your workplace. So you just think of something new, situation or something unusual, and let's talk about that. So what new situation do you think can be created there like this?
Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes does it happen with you that the clients they are not willing to take medicines?
If they are not willing to take medicines, we won't mind because we won't interfere much because it is up to their rights.
Oh.
So it's not much concern like that because because of the clients can't understand because most of them with the mental health issues, mental problems. So they can't understand what we say. We are saying the right things, but they can't understand in the proper way. They won't take the positive way. So it's really difficult to handle those situations.
Okay.
Yeah, because we don't want to trigger them more because they are really with the not with the normal thoughts. So that type of situations we have to inform if any client is like this and they are very angry and irritable without any reason, no reason. And we have to call the doctors and we have to inform the team. They have to reach there.
You don't force them to take medicine.
No, we can't force anyone because most of the clients with those type of situations. Yeah. So we can't force. It is absolutely up to them what they want to do.
No, so, their attendants are there to
yeah, sometimes, but they won't like. Sometimes we can't go and we go near to them. It's up to them. Yeah, we leave them alone. Yeah.
And if they don't take, if suppose a particular client he or she is not willing to take medicines, and you know that they have to take medicines to recover soon, or but if they don't take medicines, then you know that if they don't take medicines, their conditions may be worse, and they may not recover. So what do you do that time actually?
So in those situations, actually, we leave them space if they don't want, and I go after 5 to 10 minutes in the pleasant way with the different matter, not the medication matter.
Okay.
I will find out something they like too much to discuss, based on their interest.
Okay.
So after discussing, I'll try to keep their mind more happy. Then at the end, I will offer them like that. What do you think? So it's the best time to take the medicine also along with. Then we will continue like that. So mostly they will accept that way instead of yeah. So we have to use a lot of diversional therapies with this type of people. Yeah. And keep them happy and then
you try to change the mood of the situation.
Mood of the situation, yes.
Yeah. So and you try to find out
how they are really, what is their likes and dislikes. That I will try to find out first. Then I will try to call some of his families, like they like them so much. Some of the family they like their advice.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will talk to family before they come to know that, I will talk to family and I will tell them actually he is refusing, can you advise him? Because he should not say that I talk to him, So that way.
Okay.
And so we will play with the different situations.
Okay, so are you allowed, or is it a part of your duty to make your clients happy or to make them feel happy during
No, it is not like that. It is not like that. It's absolutely up to the client whether they want to be happy or unhappy. But we try our best, to, as part of our profession, we try our best to keep them more comfortable.
Okay,
anyways, whatever
sometimes suppose you go to a client and he or she gets angry when you go to him or go to her to suggest them something or to give them medicine or whatever. So in that situation, do you is it a part of your duty to deal with them with affection and love and all?
So it depends upon the personality, sir, because we can't expect everyone with the good, that one, all staff are not same character. It's not really 100% needed like that. They have to be with the more compassionate. It's up to the personality of the person. So no one is saying like that you have to love them, take care of them, but they are thinking about the rules, documentation, medications, and everything on right time or no, all those things. Yeah. So what I feel personally, like, so they are also human beings. We have to consider them in different diversities. And yeah, so mostly they are very friendly with me in my work time, because I won't keep any standing rules with them, because it's not work out most of the time. Because if you stick with them, they won't listen at all. So we have to be friendly and flexible according to their mood, their change. Then along with that, we have to do what we want to do with them. Otherwise it won't work out, because I know that some staff are very strict, because most of these people, they smoke, smoke cigarette. So in our workplace, we can't control them. We can keep the limit of 4 cigarettes per day. But the clients, they want to smoke more than that 4, so there is a way to mingle with them. So if you say like that, no, you are not supposed to, they ask why, it's my right, they fight. So we have to tackle, we have to show the picture of, like what are the complications of smoke and how it will affect your body. And like that, they will try to think, the different ways. There are different types of education sessions there, so I try to involve them those questions to make the most of the complications of all those things. Yeah.
It means
so mostly,
it means education means educating them is also a very important part of treating your clients.
Yeah. Educate them. It depends upon, because each person is different, They want education in different ways. Some of them won't smoke, some of them, but they won't, they won't engage, they become anxious, they become more anger. They need anger management maybe. They need, some of them are more depressed. They need to build up their self-esteem, So each person with the different ways, different types of problems. So we can't say anything superficially. Once they mingle with them, we will come to know what they need. So based on that, we have to react. Yes, it's really complicated thing.
Yeah, means education plus medication, right?
Education, medication, all the activities we have to involve along with everything. Yes.
Meditation.
Not only giving medication. Yes. And also, whenever we give the medicine, we have to tell them why do they need to take this medicine, how it will affect your body, and what are the things you have to look after taking this medicine.
Okay,
this everybody should know. Yeah.
Do you have sometimes a kind of situation where your clients actually they don't support you in education or meditation?
Yes, because we educate them, we teach them, we maximum engage with the most of the clients, but finally they say that, because their mind is not normal, Finally they say like that, we did nothing, We are not doing anything, just they were bored, they didn't feel anything good in the hospital, like that they complained. Because those who hear those complaints, they won't understand that these people are really with the mental disorder. So based on their mood change, they react to the reply, So yeah, so that also another big consequences we face, because we can't say, some of them believe that these people are real. Yeah. So we keep document everything, whatever we do. So that is the evidence we keep as a proof.
Okay, so when you are at your workplace and you perform your duties, so sometimes do you feel pity on your clients, or do you have a kind of a feeling of like hate or something, that means they are drunk, they are drinking, smoking. So what kind of feeling actually do you have that time?
For me, I feel like, most of them use drugs, alcohol, and all those things. But that also in different views. We can't say like that. Mostly we won't feel anger towards them. We feel more friendly way to help them, to make them more aware about, to quit all these things. So what these people are also very clever and tricky, that's why they are using all these things. So whenever we communicate with them, they ventilate about their old stories about their childhood. You know, when we hear about their childhood, that is really very traumatic situation. No parents, parents not there, parents already bullied and broken family, father also maybe drug addict and alcohol user, and you know, so, and mother also with you know, some other mental health issues. So they didn't born and brought up in a good environment, you know, with as a role model to see anyone in their family. So they are really isolated from their childhood itself. They have seen like that parents are beating each other, they are, you know, bullying each other, they are fighting every time at home. That was the environment most of them were born and brought up in their childhood. That was them. So whenever I hear about all those things, I try to understand them. So it is not wrong, you know, it's totally not because of their fault. The way they grew up, you know, in their life. Yeah, that situation made them to use all these things because the father is using, always the father forced the child to do the same thing, you know. Yeah, so they forced these people to do all those things and finally ended up with all those things. But so these things we hear about, like we don't know how to help them at this stage. We feel more compassionate and worried about those people. That is what exactly happening about their stories. So we try to help them with the different types of counseling services and psychological support. Still they won't, you know, because we know that soon after this hospital stay, they will go back to their house because they are going to the same pool, you know, involving in the same thing. They are not going to change in their life. Because when the situation is more crisis, that's the only time they want to do some crisis management there. That's why they are coming to the hospital. So we can't say that they have to be away from the family because it is their family, you know. Yes. So it's really very difficult task to deal. How they will be doing after this education and everything. So they will go to the same pool, same like before. They continue same thing. They admit like several times with the same issue. That's what's happening.
Do you have clients means repeated clients means one second?
Yes. Yeah, repeated clients, yes. And also, we know that because as soon as we hear about this one, when I tell to other staff, they said like that, they may be wrong, you know, they won't say right thing. Because they want empathy and, you know, sympathy from others. That is why maybe these people create stories like that. Yeah. To keep our mind attention more towards them, you know. Yeah, that's so we don't know whether it is right or wrong, what they are talking.
Yes.
That is another thing, because we can't understand, you know. So whatever they discuss is really the confidential thing. We can't communicate with others because it is privacy and confidentiality is very, very important. So we can't ventilate with what these people are explaining to their relatives or their family or anyone. So we keep it in our mind and we have to observe and we have to try to sort it out. So we don't know whether it's right, you know, what they are communicating to us. Yeah, that is the thing, really. It's really hard situation.
So, what is the success rate means after their education, meditation, and all?
Yeah, so we see that most of the teenagers, you know, like they come, they are away from the family, so they come to this place in the confidential way to get rid of all the things because the family is not aware of all these habits of kids, you know. So they don't want to ventilate with their parents about what is happening. So most of the situations we are facing with the teenage group with all those issues because they don't want to say their family, we don't want to inform their parents also because it is strictly confidential about these teenagers. So we educate them because they are really still young, using this much of all these things, you know, really illegal things. So they promise at the end of, you know, upon the discharge date, like, no, we won't use it, we will go back to your parents as a good child, and, you know, so all those things. So we don't know what will happen, you know, after that. Once they move from the hospital, they may go to their parents or they go to their peer group to do the same thing. We don't know exactly. So this is like a challenging crisis for the teenage group because family and parents are really away and the children are isolated. So they do all those things with their peer group. Yeah. And they become treated confidentially. Yeah, so we can't trust.
Yeah. But I think that it would be, I think, easier for you to treat, you know, teenagers because they
No,
understand.
the teenage group is very hard, you know.
Really?
So we can't teach, yes, we can't, because adult is very easier than teenagers. So teenagers are very flexible and they do whatever they feel, you know, if they are depressed, they try to teach themselves because they don't have any sense, you know.
No, but if you
Their
teach
mind
them
is-
or if you
their
educate
mind-
them in that way that they have to spend their life, they have to settle down their life.
Yeah, but
If they
that's
get
true.
involved in such things or
Yeah,
such
yeah.
bad
So,
habits.
but the problem is like these people are very sensitive, you know. They if they see again the brightness, they go back to that. Only they want to get rid of the current situation because they don't have money maybe. Their health all spoiled. Because most of the time the police bring this type of people from the street or somewhere because they're really absent-minded and you know they don't know where they are, they're not aware because of heavy use of all those things. So because of that situation they ended up in the hospital, you know. So yeah, because the age is not sensitive, very, very sensitive age for these people. So if they can come out rid of everything and they can
So
escape.
who are the clients?
Yeah.
Means they are from rich families, they are from middle class.
Really, most of them, you know, we can see like that. The parents are doctors, so really educated and highly qualified. Those who are doing this one, we surprised about to hear about their qualification. You know, yeah, they all are really educated people. They are ended up with all this type of bad behaviors. Yeah. Because of little stress itself, they start to use all these things to get rid of everything. Yeah.
So
Because
these
stress is
teenagers
usually-
are
yeah.
means the students or means
Yeah, some are students, some are working. You know, if they work in the evening time, if they get enough time, just do this type of entertainments at home. You know,
yes.
they have enough time, yes, and a lot of money. Yeah. So they eat and drink. That's what some people they told me. Like they cook everything in the evening, and at the same time they use all those things because it's like an entertainment in the evening because nothing to do. This is the most pleasurable thing they said. That never gets from this world. That is the word they use every time. That type of pleasure they never get from this world. Yeah. So they can't explain that much of immense pleasure they get it. So yeah. So a lot of things
So
are happening. So
definitely today actually yes, I came to know a lot about your duties and the clients you actually get there to treat everything. I think almost most of the things I have come to know.
So these things, you know, so these things are now, so each patient, of course, 5 or 6 patients for me, each patient with different types of problems and different family issues, you know. So when I give to handover, it's really hard for me to.
But I think that kind of working actually might have given you a kind of experience where even you can, control or handle the situation in your home even, I think.
No, home situation also. My home situation is okay, but
No,
I don't want
no, you are not getting my
Yeah.
means you are that much experienced that you can understand the mentality behind. Means
But the
suppose,
problem is, you know,
suppose, suppose your child,
situation comes. When the real situation comes, we
means
feel
you can just imagine that what would be the real situation and what the person is telling you. That I mean. Means suppose your child, your children, they are talking to you and they tell you something, but you can judge by their expressions, whether they are telling a lie or what may be the situation. Means you have got that kind of experience to understand the situation, that what should be the situation behind the scene or behind the curtain. I mean,
that's true.
Yeah. So definitely you are doing a very good job, and it's not an easy task for anyone to do.
It's not an easy task. It's not easy. We can't think it's like an easy. It's not like a daily routine because we have to see each patient what they want every day, based on their mood change, based on their situation, and each one is different in this world. So to make them satisfied and to make them, to keep them according to their own is really very difficult. Very, very difficult.
But
Yes.
one more thing I want to tell you here, that of course you are doing that job and definitely you are getting your salary or whatever, but still you are doing means your job is means what I should say means you are helping people, you are helping people to get out of the situation.
Actually, we need a lot of commitment, sir. We can't work without commitment. There's a lot of commitments we need in our workplace. Yes.
No. What I mean to say means you are doing that kind of good work.
Because I won't feel like people, because I'm doing 12 hours duty. I won't feel like that to take enough rest even 5 minutes, because that much we are busy with the patients,
Yes.
That much we need to,
You are blessed
because
by God actually. That's why you are doing that job. Otherwise the people, they are working somewhere and they are doing means unfair, or bad deed even, means they have to do something bad, like they have to cheat their customer to earn money or whatever means. They do means the bad deeds for earning. But you are doing very, noble job. It means you are helping people to come out of that situation and you are earning. So this is the best job I think you are doing.
And also, sir, most of the people they are coming, they don't have house even, because they sold everything and they used their money, So we have to find out some charity places to accommodate those people. So we call them. So do you have any bed available there? We have got one person there and we want to stay there for at least 2-3 months after this. So we request them to keep these people safe, with the food and accommodation. Otherwise, they don't have anyone, because family also neglected most of them, So we can't leave them just like that. And we always tell them, whenever you feel like that, you always welcome to come to this place, come to hospital and take this treatment, relax, to have good food and everything, get good treatment and get rid of everything. We always help you like that. And so this is the only way we can do something for the humanity, sir.
Actually, like soldiers, they are at the border to protect the citizens, But the people like you, they are inside the city or country to help people to come out of the situation. So your duties are not less than a soldier. I think it's my feeling, because you are helping people to have better life, So
Exactly.
it's really a very nice job. Because and
also whenever some people know they don't have even transportation, they don't have money after this, whenever they go home, discharge home. So we drove them to their house, in our own transport from the hospital. It's not really, because these people with mental health issues, it's really risky job, they can change their mind at any time, you know what I mean? But still we do. We just pray and do and help them, because otherwise, there is no money and they can't go their home. They will go somewhere in other street and they will do the same thing, they may not be safe.
Yes.
So we have to protect them until that. So like that it is. So it is really different way of treatment and dealing things. Yes. That is the thing. So in the hospital, so we give medicine and everything in India, and then we go home. But here,
in India, actually, I don't find such kind of, the place for the people to recover or to get help.
And also, we have some social workers. Because these social workers, if we feel like that we can't solve their family conflict or issue, so the social worker will go to their house and find out the situation, try to solve the problems before they discharge.
But in India, I don't think
I'm not sure, sir, because how is the service in India, but I haven't seen anything like that. Most of the things are, commercial and money oriented. Because people are fighting for money and they are not.
Yes.
But I'm not telling everyone. But we have to not. We can't see any heartfelt work that place.
Even in India, NGOs are there. Some NGOs are there, but they take the money from the government and they make fake pictures, fake reports.
I can see that. I can see that some staff, some nurses from here,
and
they bring clothes. They buy clothes from the shop and they give to these people. They bring the clothes from their home to bring. Because some people, they already 60 or 65 or 70 years. They used to use cigarette to smoke. So their cigarette finished and they don't have. We know that it's really harmful to health, but they can't survive without even one per day. So we keep some cigarette hiding somewhere. Some people really triggering. We will give them one like that. We pay for that. To keep them, to help them, because otherwise it's really hard for them, in their life. They think that will be another problem for them without that each day. Yeah. So to keep them comfort in different ways is really hard.
You have to understand the situation. Means what is the need of the situation.
And also we can keep a strict policy to everyone, Each one is different.
Yeah, you can't make any hard and fast rule that
you can't.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
And I think some stuff they discuss like that you are not supposed to, but these people can't understand, they already with the mental problems. So try to make them friendly way, to educate them, to give them maybe one or two, that there is no harm.
Yes.
So maximum comfort is important. That's the way I deal with the situation, but I'm not sure am I right or wrong. So but anyway, this is the way I learned, So each one with a different way of learning style and education, and their way of dealing is different. So mine is very different, sir, because I can't be harsh with anyone. That is my negative.
You are doing many jobs actually at a time. If you are a teacher, you are a teacher.
And also, sir,
you are a mother there.
Whenever the client is suitable, I go and sit with them. If they watch TV, I also watch TV and I communicate what's happening in the TV. So to educate them, then only I will start what I want to do. So like that it is, So we have to involve with them more. Otherwise, it's really hard. Yeah. To go there and take this tablet and sleep like that, we can't say, Yeah, you have to ask them, how was the day, how do you feel like that, you are taking time, are you feeling okay, and which way you like to do more, like that's something we have to check with them, to ventilate more from them, then we will come to know where are they, and all those things, So today the time finishing, sir, I didn't realize that, almost 1 hour.
It's okay, but today it was very nice discussion. I don't know whether you liked that class or not, but I liked it very much because even I learned a lot from you, that what you have been doing there or what your is and all. So it was really very nice discussion. So,
okay. So did you find any grammar mistakes are in my speaking?
No, your speaking is perfectly fine actually.
But I don't know, sir, what is the problem with me, because whenever I am more conscious, I make more mistakes.
So speak naturally actually. Don't think much that what is to speak.
And also, sir, that's true. And also along with me, I am working with the South Africans and other nationalities. So
did anybody point you out while talking?
No, sir, this is the problem. No one will say directly to
No, there is no need actually, because you hardly commit any mistake in speaking. I think hardly means 0.001%. Maybe. Today actually you just spoke something wrong. I told you now. I tell you now. That means like I tell, you use something like I tell to them. Something is so you should not use to with tell.
Okay.
So remember this. Otherwise it was fine. It was fine. There was nothing there was nothing to be pointed out, so it was
Okay.
perfectly
So, sir, why do you think
fine.
like that? Writing I need to, because my point is, sir, I have to think a lot to write a sentence. That is my problem.
Now you do one
It's
thing,
not
if you
coming
can do.
naturally from my mind. That is the
Yeah.
problem.
So today I just tell you a very simple and very short experience of mine to understand that. Actually, 20 years back, actually, I was interviewed, but that time there was no Skype, there was no internet or high internet. So I was interviewed from UK on telephone, and that was Miss Vanna Carter from a university. She was a professor there, and she was to take my interview. And that was the conversation for 45 minutes. And she asked me a lot of things like I asked you, and I answered her everything what I thought that was to be answered. I answered, and immediately after that interview was over, she asked me to write each and everything we discussed actually in an email, and she gave me only an hour to write that. Actually, that was the test for my speaking and writing and all everything. So she asked me to write everything in email to send it to her immediately within an hour. So then I started thinking that what was the first question and what I answered, then second question and answer. Everything I actually, typed it immediately and I sent it to her. So the same thing I am asking you to do, if you can. But there is no time limit for you. You just think what questions I asked you today, and so write the questions, write the answer. So that will give you a writing practice also. You may take your time, no problem. There is no time limit. But if you actually delay to write it, then you may forget the questions and all. So if you get time in a day or two, or even today, so you just note down all the questions I asked you, or write the answers what you answered actually. So you may commit or you may not commit mistakes. So we'll discuss that in our next lesson. So that would be fine, I think.
Okay, sir.
So
That's the best option I heard.